Jay, in recent years, no doubt, this has been the NBA's epicenter.
I'll take it one level above you, baby. How about this team has redefined the offense in the NBA, leading the league with record-setting three-point shots made.
Join us to watch some of the greatest players on the planet, and they're ready to go. Jay, it's only the start of this one, but at some point tonight, the benches are going to play a part. Toronto's much improved. Golden State knows what that's all about. Who has the edge in this one?
Well, I know Toronto fans will probably be angry because I should go with the bench mob here. And the bench mob can score a lot of points, actually leading the league in points off the bench. But I have to give the slight edge to the team that has the experience of winning championships. That veteran-like experience to their young players will be the difference maker in this ballgame.
Lowry, there's the toss. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
It's Curry controlling the offense. To Green. Durant. That's off the side of the rim, short. Danny Green to Leonard, has a look. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Curry. From long range, he was all over him. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Durant. Curry. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To Gasol. Leonard. To Gasol. Down low. Rises for the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Curry to Green. Goes to the left side. Kevin Durant missed his first. That one goes. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Durant doesn't have the touch. No good. Lowry with it. Leads four. Deep right corner. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Curry. Count the bucket for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Toronto has the basketball. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Fala Fuinha, beleza, mano? Seja bem-vindo. Salve, salve.
Down 7. Deep left corner. Durant. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref's bent, and that's the game.
Tá o quê? 3-0?
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. One free throw, count it, it's a three-point play. And the lead up to 8. Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And count the basket inside.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Curry to Durant. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Sim, contra o Qatar, hein? Fala, Leno, beleza, mano? Pois é, fazia tempo, mano. Eu tava com saudade já.
Here's Leonard for 2. And the rebound cleared by Thompson.
Agradeço a presença aí.
Durant across the timeline. Trailing by 10. To Green. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Não, this gone eu vou deixar para outro dia.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. Driving right to the basket.
Matou,
oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Kawhi Leonard, with that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Ah, eu já sou apaixonado no basquete.
Because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Finishing inside the paint.
Sábado tem final, cara. Pô, tá 2-2 o NBB. Franca e Flamengo, sábado.
The drive, right to the basket. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
E aqui eu tô perdendo por 10 pontos.
We all knew what was going to happen.
Cashes in for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Lowry into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Draymond Green pins it.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Durant. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs are calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
He made his first effort, but not that time. Draymond Green able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Off the assist.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Eu tava vendo agora um pouco Cruzeiro e Fluminense. Pô, ficou 2-2, foi pros pênaltis. Cruzeiro despachou o Fluminense.
Balls controlled by the Raptors.
Ano passado vocês eliminaram o Flamengo. Esse ano a gente eliminou o Corinthians.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Mas o Corinthians jogou bem melhor do que o Flamengo ontem. O que o Corinthians não jogou lá em São Paulo, né, Itaquerão, né? O Flamengo, ele jogou no Maracanã. Uma vantagem que o Flamengo venceu e conseguiu neutralizar os ataques do Corinthians. Ah, caraca.
Lowry to Jeremy Lin. Open look and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Yes, Klay Thompson, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Lowry. And it's Livingston with the rebound.
É que o problema do Flamengo, ao meu ver, é que ficaram à mercê de um resultado que deu a vantagem do empate, porque eu não gosto disso. E aí, a obrigação de ir pro ataque é do Corinthians, né? E não do Flamengo. Quer dizer, aos olhos de alguns, né? Porque na minha opinião, pelo time que o Flamengo tem, a obrigação dele é ir pro ataque sempre, cara. Sem essa de ter vantagem, cara. Fala, Luiz, beleza, mano? Tudo certo?
Lowry converts the three-point play as the Raptors able to extend their lead. Livingston. To Thompson. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this moment.
Acha melhor assim?
There's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
And a throwdown.
Nice.
Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Fires the three. Cleared by Ibaka. Tough make through traffic.
Bom, meu time é um time de branco, tá? Jogando em casa. Contra o Toronto Raptors, time de vermelho. Time canadense.
4-3. Off the mark.
Tranquilo, Leno. Obrigado pela presença aí, querido. Uma ótima noite pra ti. Um bom dia de trabalho pra você amanhã.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team on top by 13. Wide open look won't go.
Pede uma agulha bem fininha e pede pra tirar deitado.
Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out
Como assim? Pior que é sempre time dos Estados Unidos, nunca do Brasil. O Brasil não liga pro basquete.
It's the Raptors with the basketball.
Sei qual é.
Sejam matched up with Livingston.
Obrigado, Leno. Ah, nós temos a nossa liga brasileira aqui, cara. Tipo, não dá pra comparar, porque os caras são bem melhores. Mas não existe jogo brasileiro de basquete, né? Na verdade, havia um NBA Live no 360 que tinha seleções, aí tinha a seleção brasileira.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Só um minuto aí, galera. Preciso atender o telefone aqui. Desculpa aí, galera. Voltei. Vixe, o gel voltou. Eu tive que fazer uma ligação ali rapidinho.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Thompson to Sean Livingston. Thompson. Well defended.
Caraca, mas tá feio esse Golden State. Putz, grosso.
Lynn to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's now 4 for 6.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Toronto has the basketball. Lynn against Klay Thompson. Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam, strong finish. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Nice pass.
Matou.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Sean Livingston. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the 1st quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Eita, nós.
Turns and slams it down.
That's how you punctuate a good 1st quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the 2nd.
Serge Ibaka sends it away. That'll get out off the Raptors. That pass taken away by Toronto. That'll do it for the 1st quarter. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the 2nd quarter. Kawhi Leonard. Won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
To Curry. For 3, still hasn't hit from deep in the 1st half. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Lynn to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. He's 2 for 2 now.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Curry. From long range. So the first points for him in this 1st half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
And Jay, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Leonard driving right to the basket. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Curry. Gets it in the left corner. Kevin Durant. He's 3 for 7. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Lynn with it. The advantage is 13 points. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half.
Ah, mas tu é ruim, né, Looney? Ah, louco.
When are we going to see some defense?
To Leonard. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Curry into the front court. His guys down big. 3 titles in 4 years. New arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
It's good, and one.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen. Ibaka, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Durant. To Green. Kevin Durant. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Yes, sir. It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Toronto with the basketball. Lynn, guarded by Looney. They work it down to Gasol. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why you can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Short jumper stays out.
Kevin Durant.
Lynn with it. His guys holding the big lead. Kevin Durant sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Durant, that won't go.
Esse é ruim que só vendo.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. And the rebound grabbed by the Warriors. To Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Green. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Draymond Green. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Lowry into the front court. Lead is 12. From the outside, no good. To Green. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Lowry has the basketball. To Gasol. The drive, right to the basket. And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Down for Looney. It goes down.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Lowry with it. His team on top by 8. Lynn to Gasol. Marc Gasol. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Kevon Looney trying to cash in on the three-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Gasol. He was hacked. They let it go. To Curry. Thompson. To Curry. Thompson gets it in the right corner. Curry can't go down.
Cara ruim.
Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Yes, Klay Thompson. 4 out of 7.
Oh, yeah, get your money.
That's a
Get your money,
strong
man.
finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard. Warriors have it. He gets it.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other.
Aí sim, meu amigo, é de encostar agora, viu?
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Kevin Durant rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Perfect feed to set up the
basket. Virar, cara. Pô, tava com mais de 10 pontos de diferença.
Like that.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Livingston to Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Livingston across the timeline. Down 2. Goes to the left side. Curry to Sean Livingston. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't connect. It's no good. Danny Green to Gasol. It was right there. Green. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. 2-point advantage. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kyle Lowry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Lowry converts the 3-point play as the Raptors able to extend their lead. Curry has it to Green. Durant still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Livingston.
Lowry into the front court. Leads 5 to Danny Green. Shot from the lane won't go. To Durant. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Gasol. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Durant. Curry That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kyle Lowry trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Danny Green to Leonard. Finish that. Another follow. No good. To Curry. Thompson. Curry. Short jumper misses. Lowry with it. It's an 8-point lead. To Curry.
Fala, Alex, beleza? Seja bem-vindo, mano.
To Thompson.
Agradeço a presença aí.
Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite
Boa
shooter
noite.
doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
O Leno não tá mais aí, não.
Former Cougar. To Gasol. 5 to shoot for Toronto. To Leonard. Oh, you can sense
toco,
that
cara.
coming.
There is
Qual?
a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
They're going to make some changes.
Gostei dos tiros lá, hein?
On the floor.
Mandou bem.
To Thompson. Here's Durant for 2. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Acho que eu marquei lá, 1 minuto e 35 segundos, acho. Uma que tu acertou de primeira.
And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Kyle Lowry, couple of free throws on the way, shooting 80% in this contest. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Danny Green.
Caraca, velho.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
That's it. First half has come to an end. The Raptors in front.
Ah, eu percebi.
The Raptors will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Warriors are within striking distance at the half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Lowry has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Lowry into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going.
Muito não, mas tá frio sim.
He's still going up.
Yes.
Yes.
And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there.
Não tá aquela coisa absurda, mas o frio tá chegando, cara. Ah, é?
Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. He'll run the offense. Gets to the basket and scores.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Thompson to Curry. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench.
Tá legalzinho, só ele tá meio cansado, né? Começou a trabalhar aí. Tá na correria dele.
You can't give him that look.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Deep left corner.
De vez em quando tá postando alguma coisa no canal. Acho que ele fez live sábado. Não, domingo.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Caço, cara.
Durant with the basketball up top. The deficit is 6. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Toronto has the basketball.
Ah, deve ser aquela velha história do YouTube, né, mano? YouTube sacana pra caramba.
And the finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there.
Mas eu mandei o link no teu WhatsApp.
And the rebound taken by Gasol. Lowry into the front court. Up 6.
Talvez você não estivesse online naquele momento.
Leonard. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Lowry matched up with the two-time MVP. Nearing impossible.
Tocaço.
Five, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
Clay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
Lowry with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Draymond Green. Huge block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Leonard. And the rebound taken by the Warriors. Curry with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. Green to Curry. Fires the 3. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
6 pontos de diferença tá bom. Pra quem estava
Curry with
bem
the ball
distante.
to Durant. And counted at the rim. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Kawhi Leonard against KD. And he finishes at the rim.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Ah, tá. Tu não recebeu notificação do Leno? Ah, tá. Desculpa. Não, a live quem fez foi ele, domingo. Eu devo ter feito, mas foi à noite. Days Gone. Ele fez Battlefield 5.
Short jumper off the mark. Curry into the front court. His group now down 2. And finishes. Draymond takes it out on the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player
Ele fez live domingo.
defense after a dunk like that, holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3.
Pensei que tu não tinha recebido a notificação da minha live agora aqui.
I look at the legs, the strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyle Lowry trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's shooting 71% so far. Lowry converts the 3-point play
tem esse detalhe,
as the
né?
Raptors able to extend their lead. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys down 3. Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that
Ah,
spot.
legal.
Siakam defended by Thompson. Right time, right
Tocaço.
player.
Can't teach height.
Kevin Durant has it. To Green. 4-3. That's rebounded by Toronto. Lowry into the front court. Up by 3. To Gasol. Stuffs it down with authority.
There's something to be said
5
about a
pontos de
guy that can make
diferença,
the
cara.
game easier for everybody else on the court. We call
Mas
that
se bem que
dropping
tem o
dimes,
último
very
período
similar
ainda.
to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Yes, and a
Aí,
foul.
2
He'll
pontos de
chance at a
falta, cara.
3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what?
Ah, o irmão do Gasol joga no Toronto.
Looks like some substitutions are
Mark
coming on in.
Gasol.
Missed it at the line. That's no good. To Green. Draymond Green. He's now 4 for 6.
Boa,
This
boa.
may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back,
Ponto.
get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Kawhi Leonard. Green always looking for the steal. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Curry. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, he got a piece of it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
The pass.
Ah,
taken away.
cara, interceptado, velho.
Lowry takes aim at Steph Curry. Here comes the screen.
Marca, marca isso aí que esse bicho é rápido.
And too much contact.
Marca não com falta, né? Ô.
Almost got a steal.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Oh, a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge
Mais uma
like that.
falta.
Leonard. Off the mark. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
Durant. At long
Ah,
last, he
tava
missed
na
his
hora,
first
pô.
5 attempts from beyond the
Muitos
arc, but
chutes
he
de
gets
3,
that one to
nenhum
go.
acerto,
Welcome
cara.
to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
And finishes strong.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Leads 4. To Leonard.
Ah, tô amando aquele jogo, cara.
Oh, the touch
Tô gostando
at the
demais,
rim.
mano.
Count it.
Bodies
Curti
bouncing all around
demais,
that
cara.
layup. With the
Eu
offense
só tenho a
running that
reclamar
bad.
do
But if
loading,
the
que é bem
defense keeps up
demorado.
that kind of pressure,
Mas
good
depois
things are
disso,
bound to
cara,
happen.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Off
a
the
história
iron.
tá
No
bem
good.
interessante. Mundo aberto, pô.
That's what
Tipo,
you
tu
like to
precisa
see off the
abastecer
pick
a
and
moto,
roll.
sabe,
Nice,
cara?
easy basket.
Aí a moto
I know there's
pifa,
that old saying that
você
says
pode
one man
consertar,
can't
só
be
que tu tem
bought,
que
but we're watching one man carry four other
pegar
players.
suprimentos
This
pelo
back has to
caminho,
be
né?
running. Another big time finish.
Tough looking shot there.
Pegar...
Still gets it to go down.
Não, o game é muito bonito. Graficamente
Man
tá
down,
muito legal.
man down. You gotta get up and
Você tem que pegar
contest the shot.
sucata,
Great dish
tem que
to
pegar
Serge
trapo,
Ibaka slams it
curativo.
I mean, defense,
Muito
is it that
louco,
easy?
cara.
Can I see some reaction after somebody
Sem
gets
contar
an
o
easy
preço que eu
dunk?
paguei, né?
Some yelling, some kind of emotion. I need you to
cara,
get
é
involved
pouco aí.
back in this ballgame.
Curry. For 3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
Sim, sim.
Toronto with the basketball. OG
Tipo,
Anunoby here against Steph. Kevin
tem
Durant
essência de vários
with a
games,
piece.
cara.
Make
Tipo,
that 7.
Oh, he blocked that with the throw.
caraca. Cara de The Last of Us,
Everybody in the
com
building, including myself,
aqueles games
thought
de
that pass was
zumbi lá,
going
tipo
somewhere else.
Day and
Fool
Light,
me once? Okay. Well, you're definitely
Dead
not fooling me
Island,
twice.
mas ficou muito massa, cara. O legal que ele
KD
é,
for 2. Off the mark.
que ele
He
é
loves the
exclusivo,
tough
né?
shots,
Sim,
but that
sim.
one may be too tough.
Bem isso mesmo.
Lowry into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Screen coming.
Até agora só uma vez apareceu aquela horda louca assim de zumbis correndo, que na verdade não são zumbis, né? São os frenéticos. Não são considerados zumbis.
Off the mark.
Pô, eu tinha parado com a moto pra fazer não sei o
Looking to
que,
make
cara.
something happen. Gets toughness right there.
De repente eu olho pra
Inside,
trás,
gets it
cara,
to
aquela
go.
imensidão, cara, de frenéticos correndo. Caraca, velho, eu levei um sustaço, cara. Pulei na moto e fui embora, cara. E eles vêm mesmo, cara, eles não param.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Steph Curry.
Claro que depois tu tem que pegar o outro caminho pra dar uma despistada, né? Mas eles correm demais, cara.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Serge Ibaka swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Driving right to the basket. Kevin
Sim.
Durant with the block.
Mas
He commands the paint
eu
this
faço de
time
tudo
down.
pra não encontrá-los, né, cara? Tipo, é legal porque trazer isso ali chama a atenção da galera, né? Mas é tenso pra caramba. Tem muitos túneis que tu tem que passar. E à noite o negócio é mais tenso. Quando você mira a lanterna no rosto deles, eles tentam tapar o rosto. Eles tentam tapar o rosto porque a iluminação meio que atrapalha eles, ofusca, sei lá. E durante a noite é mais tenso, né? Mas é aquele lance do trailer mesmo, cara. Aparecendo na tua frente, eles correm, entendeu? Principalmente quando estão em bando. Aí tem que matar animais para trazer alimentação para os alojamentos e acampamento que tem lá. Tipo, encontrei uma sobrevivente lá e levei ela lá para um acampamento. Show de bola. E aí no caminho encontrei um urso, cara. Pensa, daquele urso grizzly, sabe? Aquele gigantesco daquele urso, cara. Aquele foi tenso pra matar ele. Porque tem escassez de arma, de munição. Conforme você vai avançando, você vai adquirindo a disponibilidade de novas armas. Mas tem que comprar. Olha, eu consegui pegá-lo por R$134,90. Por conta de uma promoção que eu peguei, na verdade ele estava de 180 por R$149,99. E aí, como eu uso o AME Digital, né, que dá os cashback lá, aquele aplicativo que tem para celular, eu utilizei R$15 e alguns centavos que eu já tinha de cashback para bater. E aí, show de bola. Por fim, paguei R$134,90. Ainda recebi um cashback de R$7,50.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do.
Logo vai baratear, mano. Logo vai baratear. Eu te digo o seguinte, cara, pra mim... Sim, sim, é verdade. Pra mim não compensa como pegar o game no lançamento, cara. Tipo, não traz um público legal, entendeu? A galerinha de sempre, né? Tipo, não tem melhorado assim. Então, eu já peguei game na pré-venda, cara, e não mudou nada pra mim. Então o lance é pegar depois mesmo e fazer o que tem. Se juntasse um público legal assim, eu fazia de tudo pra trazer os lançamentos.
His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out.
Uma média de uns 30 pra mim já tava bom.
Warriors
Se eu conseguisse trazer 30 pessoas pra uma live.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ah, é? Desistiu do Xbox One, cara? Eu ia vender o meu FAT, cara. Desisti da venda. Não compensa. Vou pegar uma merreca nele. Mais tarde, se eu quiser, eu tento pegar um AS. Deixar isso aqui na coleção. Beleza, a mesa.
And the Warriors have the rebound. From 18 feet at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Raptors.
Ah, tô ligado. É isso que me fez comprar o PS4, né? Eu sempre fui muito de Xbox. Mas depois eu me rendi. E aí, antes de comprar o console, eu já tinha 10 jogos na coleção. Pra ter uma ideia, eu só conheci The Last of Us por conta do PS4, não tive PS3, né? God of War também. Na real, eu nunca joguei God of War, cara, a não ser no PSP. Não joguei no PS2, não joguei no PS3, até porque eu não tive console.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Game 3.
Durant. Beyond the arc for three. Won't go down. Lin with it. It's an 11-point game. Big finish at the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something, get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Lets it fly from long range, and it's Gasol with the rebound.
É esse que é o problema de
Lin with it. He'll run
os
the
games
offense.
que estão na conta.
To Danny Green. Screen coming. Danny Green sizing up Iguodala. To Lin. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Jeremy Lin.
Oh, Jeremy
Looks
Lin,
like
que
both
legal.
teams are making substitutions.
Fazia tempo que eu não vi ele.
Curry. to
Imagino.
Thompson. Fires the three. He's not shy about
Eita,
shooting it from
nós.
out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here's Curry with it up top. Down by 15. Thompson. Textbook
Ah,
defense.
And look,
caramba.
sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Danny Green to Jeremy Lin. Serge Ibaka with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Curry. Thompson. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Danny Green. And count the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other
Mas para
teams
poder
to
jogar
That's
os
an
games que
epidemic.
estão ali,
Sign me up. And the basket good at the
tem que
rim.
estar com a
In the
live
last
ativa,
10
né?
sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
It's the Raptors
Sim.
with the basketball.
Sempre vem.
Jeremy Lin looking good.
Uma vez
4 for 5.
Mas já faz um tempinho.
Not afraid of the spotlight here,
Eu
because that was
juntei
not an easy look.
75 pessoas na live.
Here's a chance from long range.
A galera ficou por uns 30 minutos na live. Me rendeu 65 horas de assistidas. Se pegasse essa média aí, toda a live, cara, putz. Ah, não. Ah, não acredito.
Lin with it. His guys holding the big lead. And the nice finish at the rim.
Pô, estão distanciando pra caramba, velho.
Nothing going here on that drive. Cleared by Ibaka.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of
Só
hand
vou
pretty
perder,
quickly
querido.
because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Pascal Siakam. Leonard buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his
Sim,
toes,
sim.
do something to kind of change up his pace.
Thompson. Good. Off a spin.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Kawhi Leonard against the native of Sweden. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Esse cara joga muito, putz.
Did you see the way that dribble
Kawhi
freed him up?
Leonard.
It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Thompson. To Sean Livingston. To Thompson. Fires the three. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Cruises inside for two.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line
Ah,
for a
sim,
free
sim,
throw.
verdade,
Look,
chegou
he
a
should
ter
get
sim.
some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the
111,
offensive player.
acho que é.
But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Mas caiu rapidamente para 70. Depois manteve, ficou alguns minutos. Quer dizer, alguns minutos. 30 minutos. Foi o dia que eu peguei, arranquei
Free throw good. So
65 horas, cara.
But
Putz,
it's not much more than a drop
nunca
in
mais
the
fiz
bucket
aquilo.
with the score right where it is. Lowry here against Steph.
Ah, velho.
To Leonard. Gasol, good for two. Great footwork once again.
Sim, sim.
He's been doing
Mas o
this
YouTube
for
sacana
years.
tá tirando as minhas horas
The physicality in which
assistidas,
he
cara.
plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Não é muita coisa, eu tô com 3.236. Eu estava com
That's why you're on the
37.
floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Warriors come away with it. Green to Curry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Stephen Curry trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line.
Cara, isso é um desafio, né?
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point
O lance de monetizar é que havia uma merreca, né, mano? Tipo, o ano passado eu consegui a monetização, né? Por conta das diretrizes do YouTube naquela época. Tu precisava ter 1000 inscritos e 10 mil visualizações. Eu tinha isso. Eu pegava muito pouco, mano. Cheguei a pegar bem pouco. Acho que nem 10 reais, entendeu? Opa, me derrubaram ali, pô. É, tem que continuar com live. Só live mesmo. Mas a hora que eu tiver um PC, eu vou... Deixa eu ver. Quando eu tiver um PC, eu vou migrar para outra plataforma. Vou fazer simultâneo, entendeu?
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
No good. That's great defense. Driving his green, but he can't
deu 6 reais uns quebrados.
To Curry. 4-3. Tough shot.
Tá lá na minha conta do PayPal ainda.
But I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball, let him prove that it wasn't the D, it was more in his own head.
Mas pelo menos o cara via que tava funcionando, né? Agora complica muito. É como diz o meu amigo Luiz, que lá do Maranhão ele é. Ele disse que isso aí surgiu só pra... Ah, minto, não foi ele que falou. Acho que foi Chewbacca. Isso aí veio pra derrubar os canais de games, cara. Porque quem faz outras coisas não tá interferindo muito, não. O game tá saturado, né?
Always tough against this guy. Serge Ibaka, good closeout, still hits.
Ah, com certeza, cara. Já tinha um away a mais, né?
Lowry with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Leonard. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Sim.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. To Green. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green.
O que me deixa mais cabreiro, mano, não é nem essa dificuldade que a gente tem de crescer, mas é saber que tem canais que burlam um monte de coisa, cara. Canais que transmitem jogos ao vivo e conseguem monetizar, entendeu? E o YouTube não fazer nada.
And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
É. Ah, eu acho legal esse negócio, fugir um pouco desse negócio de game, entendeu? Fazer algo diferente, cara.
That is great vision to set it up. It's Pascal Siakam with the two.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. Eu quero trazer algo diferente pro canal, mas relacionado à coleção também. Vamos ver se vai dar certo. Ah, pra todo lado que o cara corre, sempre tem canais aí que são um diferencial, então complica pra caramba. 300 views. Massa.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Ibaka. Trying to cash in. Shot by Ibaka. Won't go down.
Ah, velho, não faz isso. Já tá difícil, não vai perder a bola no meio da quadra, pô.
Lowry to Leonard. To Lowry. Danny Green. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Lowry. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys down big and finishes strong. He's been a one-man show.
O máximo que eu consegui de views até agora. Ah, cara, como é que eu vou ver isso aqui agora? Deixa eu ver. Eu acho que foram 4 mil e... Era de basquete também. Era a época que dava muita coisa, cara.
To Ibaka. Kevin Durant pins it 8 now.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Leonard. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
O mais recente que eu tive aqui de live, de views,
Leonard.
Foi 1.500 do Vampir. Faz 3 semanas.
Coming down to 4. Down to 3. Shot clock violation. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Toronto with the basketball. Short jumper won't go down. To Curry. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Ô Luiz,
Across the timeline, it's Lowry.
cadê isso aí?
Run the offense.
Ah, tá bonito, cara. Porque eu vou perder.
Knocked loose.
Acabando já.
It's the Raptors with the victory.
Acabou.
As they win
Perdi,
this one
136,
handily.
119.
That does it. For my partner,
Mas foi uma
Jay
partida
Williams,
legal.
and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Beleza, Alex. Obrigado mesmo, viu?
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose.
Uma
And it's
boa
time
noite
for the
pra ti,
EA
Alex.
Sports
Tudo de
post-game
bom.
wrap-up.
Agradeço muito a presença.
The Raptors edged out a close victory in today's game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks
É,
were the most
4.500
exciting.
views
I'd be surprised
há 7
if the
meses.
rim isn't a little bit bent at this point.
Ah, eu vou procurar fazer, mano. Aí eu vou ver o que eu vou fazer. Se eu vou fazer Vampir, eu vou fazer Days Gone.
Because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track.
Aí vai ocorrer... Ah, pode ser. Não chegasse a ver ainda, né? Lá pelo umas 10h30, tá? Tranquilo. Lá pelo umas 10h30 eu vou fazer, que 10 horas tem um quiz e quero participar. Hoje era pra mim ter ganho uma grana boa, cara. Mas não deu certo.
Kawhi Leonard was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Deixa eu fazer esses minutinhos aí desses. Beleza. Te mando o link quando eu começar a fazer.
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2.
Oh, com certeza.
Number 1.
O legal de fazer live é essa descontração, né?
This has been a presentation of ESPN
Legal.
Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen
Também
Rose,
curto.
signing off.
É isso aí então, beleza, galera? Eu agradeço imensamente a presença do Alex, do Luiz, do Fuinha que teve por aí também, do Leno. E quem mais estiver acompanhando aí que tá oculto, agradeço imensamente o like e o dislike também. Beleza? Um grande abraço a todos, fico com Deus e até a próxima. Fui!